You won't want Mr. Crazy latched onto you.
Fern Peterson, I love you.
I think we should break up.
Wait, what?
The movie's about a high school girl, Fern Peterson, who has a clingy, obnoxious boyfriend, played by Vincent Martella. And her boyfriend dies in a very embarrassing accident and comes back from the dead as a ghost to kill her so they can be together forever in the afterlife.
And that's Klinger.
You're a ghost, Robert, and I'm not. That can never work. It's not that you're dead, it's that I'm alive.
I'm not meant to be her one and only. I'll make it that way. I'm not.
So the idea came initially from a real-life experience, actually. I was in my freshman year of college, and I got stabbed in a really embarrassing theater accident. I was doing a stunt, and we had a prop sword that got switched with a real sword that was used earlier in the show. And I ended up getting stabbed, and while I was in the ambulance, at this time I was going through a breakup with my first love, my first high school girlfriend. And when I was in the ambulance, I thought, like, okay, like, I might die, but this is totally awesome. This is definitely the part in the third act where I'm the nice guy, so I get the girl, and, you know, it all resolves, and it goes hunky-dory. And I send her a text, like, kind of trying to use the fact that I had been stabbed to win her back.
Like, and, I just got stabbed, and the only person I
yeah, it was so embarrassing.
You should say what.
And the response was not well received. But kind of what it taught me is, or one thing that I learned from that experience and that I wanted to make a movie about was high school movies kind of teach young men that if you're a nice guy and you're like the nice dorky guy and you like a girl, or love a girl, then you deserve to have her love you back. And Klinger's main character, Robert Klinger, thinks that, and that's kind of what kicks off his whole murderous journey. And basically wanted to make a movie about how thinking that you're the nice guy that deserves the nice girl turns you into a monster. It's not, so I kind of wanted to flip that trope on its head.
Fern, I am so sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
Didn't you wear that dress at formal? It's so cute.
So basically, as far as like how we got the movie together, Michael came up with the idea, pitched it to me. I was like, okay, maybe I'll produce. He's like, I'm gonna write it with Gabby. I'm like, I want to write it with you guys. So the three of us, we wrote it, and we were like, let's film it in Houston because we know, we're from Houston and we can get, a lot of resources there that we can't get in LA. And we started our Kickstarter campaign and made a funny video that our friends and family liked and people in the Houston community liked. And yeah, we got a lot of good response from that and a lot of support from Houston. I mean, that was
the way it got made.
Houston and our three universities too, Wesleyan for me, USC for Gabby, Rice. Those communities were so supportive.
I mean, the thing that I love about practical effects is, there's two types of practical effects. There's the Walking Dead style, which is very realistic, which is just the most realistic thing possible, which is more in line with this film that we just shot, which is less comedic. It's a little bit more of a serious movie. So the practicals in that are more realistic. The practicals in Klinger are deliberately, are very over the top, which I think suits the tone. There's something fun about the practical.
It looks like candy. It looks just fun. And
like in Stuart Gordon films from the 80s, you'd see, like in Reanimator and From Beyond, movies like that. Do the practical effects look realistic? Like, not exactly, but they're just so much fun to watch. And there's a little bit of a meta element there, but yeah, we love doing practicals that, like in Klinger, we love doing practicals that had the kind of extra element of fun, because you could kind of feel the people behind it putting together the corn syrup and actually making it.
Yeah.
Like the teddy bear scene is one of our favorite scenes, and that was one that while we were shooting, we were like, how the fuck is this gonna come together? Because it was literally just me sitting around screaming like, grab that, grab that, grab that!
Fern.
The other night, you lost your head.
I apologized for the other night. I don't even remember what happened.
No, it was cut off. You're dead, Robert.
Oh, I should really learn how to walk through walls. Damn it.
We have another one in the can. It's a bigger movie. It's called The Cold Descent. Short synopsis. It's about a group of outlaws in 1870s Reconstruction era Georgia on a train to Atlanta that turns out to be a train headed for hell. So it's kind of like Insidious set in the Old West with elements of like Django Unchained.
Happy 1 month and 3 week anniversary.
I love you very much. It's what our kid will look like. I made it on the internet.
For the love of God, break up.
My dork shelf has not been updated since I was probably 6 years old, and I collected 2 things. I can't believe I'm admitting this on camera. The first is not that embarrassing, it's toy cars. It's just all different kinds of toy cars. I was like obsessed with toy cars. Second was stickers. Every sticker that I could ever find, and that's just like the weirdest thing ever. So yeah.
So my dork shelf was updated in high school, so at my current apartment, but now that I'm not in high school anymore, I don't really have a dork shelf, but in high school I totally did, and I had some vinyls, which I tried to use to get laid, didn't always work, and then I also had a lot of books. I have read all of them, but it's a lot of like Shakespeare and some really interesting books that now I understand, but in high school, they were there to show off, and I didn't know what the fuck they meant. So, anyway,
he's a good person.
Yeah, this is high school me. I'm
nice.
talking about my high school
People
self.
like him. He has friends.